Hi, my name is Mystic Nebula, and if you're here, then Spirit has a message for you. I'm gonna take these off because it's kind of hard to see, and I like being able to show my full facial features. Plus, my eyes are so pretty. Anyways, it was just 4:56 when I started to set up time, and I was like, you know what? I'm feeling really called to do a message, so if you're here, this is for you. It is a timeless message, so when this finds you, it is meant for you. I just realized I don't have my microphone on. Give me a second. All right, so now that I have my microphone on, I was sitting here thinking, and my biggest problem right now is the fact that I don't look like your traditional tarot reader. I may not always present myself in the way that people expect. And it made me start to think, and this all came from a comment on one of my social medias, on one of my posts. I'm not going to tell you who, and don't go and start being mean to them, because honestly, I'm not that bothered by it, but I know that this message was needed so that it could help someone. 1, 2, 3 on my timer. So, with that being said, the comment was something along the lines of you shouldn't be doing tarot looking like that. And I'm just thinking to myself, okay, doing some shadow work on it, actually trying to unpack that. What am I supposed to look like? And then it made me think, I don't really care. Am I supposed to care what every single person in the world thinks of me? Especially with the fact that I'm putting myself out there for the entire world. Anybody can find this. Anybody can see it. 202. But that doesn't mean that I have to conform to what people want out of me. I'm authentic. I am who I am. And if you don't like me, 211 and 212 and 213 as I look up, if you don't like me for who I am, then you're not meant to be my follower. You're not meant to hear my messages. If 222, if it bothers you that I present myself authentically, then something in me bothers you. 231, that you cannot be your authentic self. Now it made me think, and I was starting to think back, and I'm autistic. I was recently diagnosed, so I didn't grow up with the resources 243 that some people do. I just didn't. I didn't grow up with that. I actually was raised in a household where I had been indoctrinated with what society expects of me, of what men expect from me, of what blah, 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 blah expects from me, 303. And honestly, it's a bunch of shit. It is. And I'm probably, I don't know, people are like, oh, don't cuss. I'm a cuss because that's me. That's authentic. And yeah, it bothers me that people think that in this world, that you need to trade your authenticity for publicity. 324. That's not me. That's not me. Some people may take a picture and they're like, but they're not really happy. They're not really happy. At home, they got something going on. At work, they're dealing with some stressor. Their kids are going through stuff. People aren't always putting their authentic self forward on these types of forums, 345 as I look up. But that doesn't mean that I'm going to conform to that societal expectation. I'm just not. So if you're here, you are being called to be your most authentic self. That means unpacking things 404 and removing things that are not meant for you. That means releasing the ideologies 411 that people expect from you. It's not your job to fulfill people's expectations. It's not my job to fill your expectations. If you don't like me, then you can unfollow me. You can block me. You do not have to be on my page. And that's why I'm sitting here and I'm thinking okay, so this happened because somebody, 432 out there, needs to hear this. Somebody needs to understand just how important it is that authenticity is beautiful. And you know what? I'm not going to knock people that are still asleep, 444, and don't know that they can just be themselves. I'm not going to knock that. But I went through such a long life of people, 4, 5, 6, as I look up, of people expecting me to be this or expecting me to be that. And I'm done doing that. I am done being what people expect of me. I'm never going to make everyone happy. And I've already came to the realization that people pleasing is fear. It is not love. It is fear. 515. It's just not for me. And anybody that expects that from me, I'm sorry. You can go find somebody else that will do and fulfill that for you, because it's not going to be here. And again, please do not badger and look throughout all my socials just to find out who this is, because I know that I have 534, a lot of people on here that truly do value me for who I am and providing that authenticity. So I appreciate you. I also want to let you know that it's okay to be yourself. You're not meant to be everyone's cup of tea. You're not meant to be for everyone. If you were meant to be for everyone, I'm pretty sure you would have already learned that you can fit in, but you aren't fitting in the way that you want to. And maybe that's because you're not meant to fit in. 606, you are not meant to fit in. You're not. You're not. The people that want to fit in are the people that want to stay asleep. 616. And if people are bothered by that, maybe it's time to do some shadow work. I plan on doing some shadow work later. And honestly, I really do. Like, I have a whole page of questions. Pause if you want to see this, like screenshot and like, but yeah, this is what I plan to do later. And I don't need anybody's validation. I don't come on here for my followers to validate me. I don't come on here for 645. I don't come on here so that people can validate what I'm doing. I come on here so that spirit can provide 654 the messages to people that people need to hear. You may not want to hear it, but you need to hear it. So, authenticity is the most important trait right now. Most important trait, right? So I'm going to pull some cards for some confirmation. I feel like there's some people out there that need some confirmation. People out there that are like, okay, but like I've been living my life like this for so long. And it's like, okay, all right. That was way too many. It was like a whole stack. Like, spirit, come on. But like, yeah, I don't know. I feel like this is a problem because it's not our job. And society expects that from us. Society expects us to separate ourselves by separating from our divinity. And that's not happening. No more distancing ourselves from divinity. It's not happening. I'm not going to do it. Are you? 756. I'm not. And you know what? This is really sad because it's making you cling to this expectation. You're obsessing of who you are meant to be. 811. What about who you want to be? Who you want to be? Yeah. Sneaky people that are hiding themselves on social media. No, that's not me. That's not me. That's about people in your life that expect you to be this version of yourself that you are not meant to be. No. Just a confirmation for you. Earth signs may be significant, and that doesn't have to be your sun sign. Your earth sign. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. It could be somewhere in your chart that's being activated right now that you need to call to attention. Okay? Let's get a couple more from this Soul Symphony deck. Hello. This got people fired up. Furious with rage, building up emotions, overwhelming thoughts, very angry. Let those people go. They're going to continue, 911, they're going to continue to be angry about how you are progressing, and that's not your problem. This came up, and I know it showed you guys, so I'm going to show it to you because I feel it's like significant. There are no such things. 929. There are no such things as coincidences, in my opinion. There just isn't. Anxiety, closed off, refuse to give in, silence within. I feel like this is how you're feeling because you can't be yourself right now. You're not allowing yourself to be yourself. Let's get one more card. I want to shuffle, though, a little bit. Okay. It's okay to be yourself. Anybody that wants you to be someone else, they aren't happy with you. 10-0-1. They aren't happy with what you have to offer, and that's just not for me. It's just not. I won't be around people that aren't appreciative of who I am. Also, I had a couple cards fall on the floor, and that means that we need to pay close attention. Let me grab them. All right, so I picked them up, and I really feel like this is time for you to do some shadow work too. Emotions in and out, crashing like waves. When you're compromising yourself, you're never going to feel good about yourself. And I feel like this really triggers you. So maybe you need to be picking up more on the shadow work of what is triggering you, why it's triggering you, and how to release those. Childhood wounds, flashbacks, ready to explode, caught in the act. I feel like this is really speaking to the fact that right now you are having this internal struggle that you don't know how to handle because you're expected by other people to be something that you are not. No. I also want to add that in conjunction to this, these flew out as well. And I feel like once you address these, communication, approaching, voicemail, awaiting text, family, building foundation, feeling safe, starting a family. I feel like this is giving you the foundation you need. Whatever it is that you're going into, these need to be addressed so that you can bring the good in. I want to go and pull from my Everyday Tarot deck now and get some confirmation on that goodness, because we deserve to have goodness in our lives. We deserve to feel good about ourselves. And I want some confirmation of what that goodness to come is. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, angels. Thank you, ancestors. What is it that we need to look for in the future that is goodness coming into our life since we are releasing these old wounds? What is it we need to hear? What is it we need to know? Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, angels. Thank you, ancestors. 1212 as I'm looking up. I'll write that down. 1212. What is it that this collective needs to know or hear? What does this collective need to know or hear? Oh my, popping them all out. I feel like this is much longer of a reading than I expected, but I feel like it's for a good reason. So I want to address the first one that fell at my side. Okay, this was pointing at me whenever I opened this deck and shuffled it in from a previous reading I did personally for myself. And I saw this staring right at me. The Three of Swords upright. Okay, I want to get some more understanding of this. So give me a second. Accidentally ended that video, so gonna have to go and start it from here. This card, it is an absolute confirmation of everything that we just spoke about. All the pain, all the tension, all the overwhelm, the way that you're feeling. This is a confirmation about how you're feeling. This is a confirmation for you. This is a confirmation because you are allowing other people's feelings towards you and the way that they see you. All this, you are allowing this to get to you. It's only temporary. I know that hurts to hear, and I'm saying this with so much love and so much care because I know how hard this is, but I'm telling you that this is only going to get better. This is only going to get better. Right now, you are being asked to go into hermit mode. You're being asked to really figure out what it is that you love, what it is that you like, what it is that 111 that you resonate with. And that's okay. You are allowed to resonate with new things as you learn and grow and progress. So release all that pain and fear of what people expect of you to move forward. The next things that fell out were the Queen of Swords reversed, all right, and the Two of Swords upright. And I feel like this is really speaking to the fact that you are really torn. You are torn between loving yourself and loving the collective. And I think that the hardest thing that you need to realize is that you are not meant to be everybody's cup of tea. You're not going to be everybody's cup of coffee. I have seen just how much 202 people really don't like the same things, especially as being somebody who's autistic. Like, I don't like everything that everybody else likes. So I know that not everybody's going to like me the way that I love me. And that's okay. 212 and 213, as I looked up, that's okay. I'm not expected to be everyone's friend. That's not my job. No, that's not for me. And I think you need to realize that you need to go within and really hone in on you. 231. This is about you. This is your journey. If you're seeing this, this is about you. Stop looking to your friends, to your family, stop looking to your coworkers for advice when you wouldn't even want their advice because you don't want their life. That was really specific for someone. I know somebody's going to feel that. And I say this with so much love because if you're constantly looking externally and not internal and doing the work, pause again if you want to screenshot this so that you can do it yourself. How are you going to expect yourself to move forward? How are you going to expect yourself to be moving forward with authenticity? You want to feel free, don't you? 324, you want to feel free, but you aren't allowing yourself to break free of those chains. And I feel like that's the decision you're making right now. So you're being torn. You're being torn. And the only decision is to ask Spirit to help you to surrender so that you may have 342, what it is that you want in your life. You deserve happiness. You deserve happiness. You deserve peace. You deserve love. You deserve kindness. You should not be thanking people. You should not be thanking people for pure, genuine kindness and authenticity. You shouldn't have to. And I know personally, I've been in a position where I felt like 411, I've needed to thank people for their kindness. And yes, kindness is beautiful. Kindness is lovely. Kindness should make the world go round. However, there are so many awful people, 422 and 423. There are so many awful people in this world. I understand that you've seen a lot of negativity. You've seen 432, a lot of pain. But that doesn't mean you need to be grateful for the kindness. Like, yes, be grateful. But what I'm saying, give me a second, 444. What I'm really trying to say is you should never be so grateful for someone else's kindness when that's your birthright. That's your motherfucking birthright. Yes, babes. Yes, 505. Yeah, that's your birthright. That's your birthright. 515. I feel like you are really stuck right now in a paradigm of feeling like you need to go externally. Like you need to go externally for your power. You are the King of Swords. You have power within. 534. But that power is something that you have to hone in on. You have to open yourself up to. 534. You have 543. Am I dyslexic? Sometimes I just can't read things right. I'm not self-diagnosing. However, you need to go into your inner power. 606. It is okay to feel in your power. It is okay to live your truth. And that's the whole point of this message, is to really live your truth. That's the whole point. You should be living divinely for you. I also feel like right now, this way. This King of Wands reversed. I feel like you are still learning these things in such a way so that you can fully step into your divine power, so that you can fully step into what is meant for you. And you have some idea of what that is. You have some idea and understanding of what it is that you're trying to step into. But you need to really hone in on your self-love and inner power and your inner guidance and the inner divinity of you so that you can rule properly 711 in the leadership position that is going to be 717, part of your journey, part of what is coming for you. And you know what that is. You're just not ready to step into it yet because you still need to work on you. You're in a point of pause so that you can care for you. I hope that this clears things up for you. I hope that you see that there are good things coming. I know that you feel it within yourself. I know that you feel that there are wonderful things coming for you, 743. But you're just not sure how to get there yet. And I feel like right now this pause is so that you can really focus on you. And yeah, it sucks because you're probably in a long hermit mode. Like you've been in hermit mode for a minute. But that doesn't mean you're always going to be there. And I know that right now it's a little scary, but you need to make this space safe for you to get uncomfortable, 811. And by that, I mean, it's okay to work on you. It is okay to do the shadow work. It is okay. It is okay. And anybody that makes you feel like you can't do that for yourself, I feel like they're really trying to speak to the fact that they can't do it for themselves. And that's okay. This journey is not for everyone. And if you feel like you're needing to remove yourself from situations, maybe you should. I know that'll speak to someone, especially with all of these cards. And not to mention the fact that people are really mad with you because you're not falling into their expectation. And I feel like that really speaks to the fact that you need to understand that you are not meant to fill their expectation. You are not meant to be living for them vicariously. You are meant to be you. You are meant to enjoy your life. Yeah. Is there anything else that we want to talk about for this moment of when the Ace of Swords is... Oh, okay. That got just right on the floor. Which means we really need to pay close attention to that. I'm going to grab it. These people that you got fired up, spirit, angel, ancestors, your guides, 1001, want you to know that they may seem scary, they may seem angry, but that doesn't mean that they are meant to try to hurt you. You are divinely protected. You are divinely guided. And I need to make sure that you understand that very clearly before I pull this out, because I know that this is going to bring you a lot of revenge, patterns, enjoying the show, getting even, childish behavior. They are sending you an evil eye. And I'm only telling you this because Spirit wants you to know just how divinely guided and protected you are. You are divinely guided and protected. The things that are promised for you shall always be. The things that are meant for you, it is written. It is written. This is your birthright. So stop worrying about their actions and how they're trying to be sneaky and angry and obsessed with your separation from them. 1111, as I looked up. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, angels. Thank you, ancestors. Yeah. Be you. My whole hope with this, when I saw 1111, is that you're going to step out of that and be like, you know what? I choose me. It's like that part and I love this movie, so it's giving me chills. Into the Spider-Verse with Miles Morales, where he's like, I'm gonna do my own thing. Yes, you are doing your own thing. You should. You should. You should always be doing your own thing. Why? Because you weren't sent here with this divine purpose to fulfill it in a way that somebody else would. Otherwise, that mission would have been given to them. And clearly, these people that you got so fired up and angry, and ain't their divine mission because they aren't doing it from a space of love and light. So, ooh, some of the cards that we already pulled fell on the ground, and I'm going to pull them out. I was just about to say, focus on this and try to heal these things to move forward, but I can't lie. I paused it at 1, 2, 3, 4. My whole face went because you're following the steps you need, and it was these. Remember your future. Remember the beauty that is coming. You're building this foundation so that you can have a safe foundation and move forward. And that means that you have to break down what other people expect of you and what you think you should expect from yourself because of what somebody told you when you was 5, 10, 12, telling you how you should be in the world. We remove that. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, angels. Thank you, ancestors. Gosh, beautiful things are coming for you. Beautiful things are working out for you. 1324. Beautiful things. Beautiful things. Oh, I am going to put all these back in the deck and shuffle because I feel like we need another confirmation from these. So give me 2 seconds as I clear my workspace. Working on a smaller workspace than normal because I'm just in my living room and decided that this is what I was being called to do in this moment. Yeah. All right, now that my workspace is clear, Spirit, please help me to hone in on the beauty of the future. We've gotten everything that we need to know, all of the divine steps and changes that need to be made. Help us to see what we're looking forward to do. Help us to see what it is that there's beauty in the world. Help us see that beauty. Okay. Ooh, okay. Before I even pull this out, before I even start going and speaking on that message, I want some confirmation cards because before I start speaking on that, I'm gonna. Okay. Yep. That's what we needed to see. Oh. No, we're releasing that. I feel like this is all a catalyst. So that revenge card came out again. This pain is preparing you, 1515, for what is meant to come. All right. So I feel like this is you negotiating and working out your soul contract. I don't feel like this has to do with like working anything out with someone else. I feel like this has to do with working out your lessons so that you can move forward. Some confirmations that this is what you're working towards. People are going to be, you're going to be leaving them behind, right? You're going to be leaving behind this negativity, this pain, and moving towards something better. And I know that you feel a little bit guarded in this decision that you have to make because it feels really hard to walk away. Holding back, building up walls, defensive, blocked heart chakra. Yeah, these things, 1616, are being cleansed because, and I don't like to always pull this and make it about love, but I feel like this is for new beginnings so that you can have a happy space. And this may not be about someone new. This might not be a new boo, but this might be a new foundation of love for yourself. And I think that that's beautiful. I feel like that speaks to where you're moving, what you're doing, how you're feeling about yourself. Can I get some more confirmation on this new boo card, please? That's what we all want to know about. I don't like I don't like speaking on love unless I'm, sure. Okay. Okay, spirit. Insatiable, uncontrollable desires, must have pleasure, hunger for pleasure, ravenous. Admire, inspired by you, songs, emotional bond, telepathic love. Justice. Oh, justice. And divine feminine, leader, strong intuition, empathic heart, healer to others. There's going to be justice. You're not placed on this earth simply to just exist in pain, to constantly be changing, evolving, and moving forward. That's not why you are here. You are here for a higher purpose, but you have to unpack everything that has tried to mold you into the person you are. And that doesn't mean that you need to change everything about you. That means that you need to hone in on the things that are good about you and focus on those while unpacking the things that are negative and releasing and letting go what no longer serves you. 1818. I know that that's not easy to say or hear. I'm working through that and healing with you. And yeah, I think that the old me would have not been able to be where I'm at right now and speaking to you. I feel like the old me would really be struggling with the fact that I'm getting on camera and being like, hey, what's up, homie? That sounded so weird. I'm so sorry. No, I'm not. See, that's the old mind trying to pull me back. No, I'm not sorry. This is me. I love me. I'm going to be me. This work isn't for nothing. You are going to have justice. You are going to have a beautiful, beautiful life. This is a beautiful life I see for you. Beautiful. It's all going to work out. But you have to get through these things because you can't go through life with your heart chakra blocked. You can't go through life being guarded. And it sucks having to leave people behind, but I'm currently learning that the people that got me here and taught me the lessons that taught me to be who I am right now aren't going with me if they choose to not elevate. And that's not my problem, that's theirs. And it hurts to say that, and it sucks because I love them. But at the same time, if you're not meant to be in my space, goodbye. If you're no longer serving me, goodbye. I know this is going to resonate for some people. And of course, always use your discernment and take what resonates and leave what does not. And that just goes into the speaking of saying, like, if you don't feel like something's for you, you don't have to accept it. You can rebuke that part of the message. You can. 2002. You do not have to accept every part of this message. Sometimes it might only be one sentence of this message that really speaks to you, but that's okay. That's okay. If one thing from this message helped you, that's all that matters. Then I'm doing my job as spirit guides me to. And I want to get back to the original part of this message where I was coming in to talk about how people have treated me like I have to be some expectation. I'm wearing one of my favorite t-shirts. I have like 9 of these in different colors and whatnot because I love these shirts. And some freaking scrub pants, bruh. And this cute little thing, like, I don't have to be an expectation of what other people think because not everyone's going to be happy with me. And I know that. And it sucks. I'm going to disappoint people, but I had to learn to get used to people's disappointment. And sometimes I'm too worried and wrapped up 2112 with the wrong people's disappointments because I should really be worried about my disappointments in myself. And that's speaking to my shadow, 2121. There are parts of me that, are not really happy with what I'm doing. And those are the things that I need to heal. That's my cross to bear, per se. 2134. That'll speak to somebody. I'm not going to make everyone happy. And I know that there's going to be a lot of controversy for me to be coming out and being who I am. But at the end of the day, why live for those people? They don't sit in my house. They don't pay my bills. They don't sit with me and help me calm down after a nightmare, like after a tragic heartbreak. They're holding my hand. So why do I give a shit what these people think? I don't. 2211, that's just not my problem. I'm not going to be sitting here and just living with what other people want from me. 2222. I love that. I'm just not going to, though. I'm just not. So I hope that I can be an inspiration to you, because I know it's not easy. 2233. I know that it's not easy letting go of things that we're so attached to. It's a lot of resistance in my solar plexus, like my where my spirit sits. And I feel like that's because I'm still trying to let go of these things too. We're healing together. And it really comes down to being true to yourself. I can't be what everybody wants me to be, but I can be the person I love. And I'm going to leave it there. So if you're here and you made it to the end, I'd really love to hear just what you have to say and where you're at. And I hope you understand, I do read my comments. I read my comments and I try to reply to them if I can. Obviously, I can't reply to every single comment, but I do at least to try to acknowledge. And I'd love to hear what you have to say. I'd love to hear what you're thinking. And if you would, like, subscribe, follow, and maybe if you feel called to, share this with someone. Even if that means all you're doing is copying link. Like, that would be appreciated to me, so that this video can get pushed to more people that need to hear this message. And I really know that this will get to the right people in the divine timing, but I know that you guys will help me to get these to the right people, because your engagement helps push me forward to other people's profiles. And I need the people that need to hear this so that they can move forward. Because you people, you guys, this collective, you are divine beings on earth. And you might not feel like you are right now, but that doesn't denote the fact that you are. If anything, that just really solidifies the fact that you're on this spiritual path. I said I was done. 2442. I said I was done, and I kept going. I love you guys. I do. I love you so much. I'm healing with you guys. And I really will end it there. 2456 as I looked up. Okay. I love you. Be safe, my lovelies.